When you read in the book of Ezekiel chapter 2 verses 5, 6 and 7, you now hear God is now sending prophet Ezekiel to a rebellious nation or to a rebellious house. He is now sending him and telling him what to say and what he will find there before he go. He now say that you go and tell my people what I'm going to tell you. They have rebelled against me, but you go and tell them, then do not be afraid of them. Just go and tell them what I'm about to tell you. Whether they listen or not, just tell them. And now, in verse 6 is now saying that, and son of man, do not be afraid of them or their words. Do not be afraid, those thorns are all around you, and you live among scorpions. Do not be afraid of what they say or terrified by them. You must speak my words to them. I'm going to repeat this chapter again. And you, son of man, do not be afraid of them or their words. Do not be afraid, those thorns are all around you, and you live among scorpions. Do not be afraid of what they say or terrified by them. You must speak my words. I've been hearing and seeing some videos on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, some posts saying, no, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, Prophet Yuba Angel, Apostle Michael Rocco, Apostle Selma, and many other prophets, they are not true prophets or true men of God. But even before you posted them that they are not men of God, God has already told them that there will be these people who say that you are not a man of God. Before you even commented to their posts, God had already told them that I am sending you to this kind of person. You go and speak my words, and do not be afraid of their words. Yes, they will say that you are not a man of God, but your duty is to tell them. That's a reason why when you read in the book of Ezekiel 33, God is now telling Ezekiel, a prophet, that if I say to you, now God was now choosing Ezekiel to become a watchman of Israel, and now is now telling that if I tell you these evil people will die, you go and warn them. Your duty is to warn them. Tell them to stop doing their evil things. If they will hear, they will not die. And if they will hear and do, and if they will hear and change their lives, they will not die. But if they will hear and not to change, for real, they will die. But if I tell you to tell them that these evil people will die, and you did not warn them to stop doing their evil things, to change their lives, for real, for sure, they will die. But you will be responsible for their death. That's a reason why, even if you say Prophet Shepherd Bushiri is not a man of God, he won't stop telling you what God is speaking to him. He will tell you so that when So that you and me, if you are not going to listen, we will surely die. And we will be responsible for our own death. These men of God whom you are seeing preaching to us, we should not are saying they are not men of God. We should listen to their messages. We should listen what the Spirit of God is trying to speak to us. Because when we say that these are not men of God, we will surely die and we will be responsible for our own death. Yet God has already told them that you speak my words. Tell these people to stop doing their evil. Tell these people to change their lives. And whenever you hear a word of God, whenever you hear a man of God is now preaching, you always say he is a Satanist. You always say he's doing magic. He's stealing money. How did he make this money? How did he become a billionaire? No, that's none of your business. What you should do is to listen to a message. This is the advice to each and every person who is not listening, who is accusing a man of God, who is accusing men of God that they are false prophets. This is your message. You listen to their messages. Whenever God says these people will die, your duty as a prophet is to warn us. My duty as an apostle is to warn you to stop doing your evil so that you will not die. If you only listen and not change your life, for sure you will die. And you'll be responsible for your own death. But if God said I should speak his word to you, then I keep it to myself. For you will die. And I will be responsible for your death. You can read in the book of Ezekiel 33, verses 1, and see what God is now telling a prophet, and is now telling the responsibilities of being a prophet, the responsibility of being a watchman, the responsibility of being an apostle, the responsibility of being a pastor, the responsibility of being a preacher, the responsibility of being a teacher, the responsibility of being a man of God. And when we just keep quiet because you are saying we are not men of God, you will surely die, and your death will be responsible for that. And when you read in the book of Ezekiel chapter 2, you will now see God telling men of God before they preach what they will find and what they will meet and what they were supposed to do. One more thing, preach to them. Whether they will hear or not, but preach to them. At least there is a man of God among them. Do not be afraid of them. Do not be afraid of their words. This reminds me in New Testament now in the book of Matthew, Jesus is telling his disciples, in my name you will suffer. And when Jesus was telling his disciples, Peter was nearby Jesus, very close to Jesus. When Jesus was there was no problem with Peter. There was no problem with apostles. Since now Jesus had gone and he had left the work to them, they've now even started entering the courts. Why?